Welcome to Snetterton. Today we're taking a trip down memory lane. We've got our drivers Dan Rowbottom and Mikey Doble, and we're putting them to the test against the TOCA Race Driver game. We're not just testing their on-track abilities, but we're also testing their BTCC general knowledge. So let's find out who's top on track and who's top with their knowledge. Stick around and see who wins. Before we jump into the trivia, we need to give our drivers a bit of a chance to warm up on the classic 2002 game.
There's no memory card inserted, we have a drama.
We don't let you play without it?
Oh yeah, it will. No, it won't. Oh, it will. I remember this.
What is that track?
This was amazing. Look, just shut up and watch the intro. This is amazing. Basically, he's watching his dad race in a stock car race. His dad dies, burns alive for that. It's an amazing intro. Best intro of a game ever. Well, not the fact his dad died and burned alive, but whoa, look at that. Look at this big roll on. It's emotional. I remember watching this when I was a kid. You were about 4, weren't you?
Probably less than that.
Great. I was 13, so.
You were only 4 years away then from actually being able to feature in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the kid, look.
I mean, that's a bit,
It was a bit graphic for 2002.
poor kids would be in tears before they've even started.
Present day, he's starting his career in British Touring Car. I'd love to have started my career here. Can you imagine? You know, it doesn't. I think that is actually Malcolm Swetnam in the game. Look, right, and look at this in his office. This is actually that's me.
Are you feet up, fan going?
Literally that. Where do you want to go? Brands. We've got. Oh, Knockhill would be good. There's no Snetterton. Should we go to Alton and get practice in?
Yeah, okay.
It's a good idea, isn't it? 3 laps. That's more than enough. I know you're going to go for the Vauxhall, aren't you?
Well, I've said in the previous interviews that was my favourite, because this is like, these touring cars are like my earliest memory of British touring car.
975 kilos for a car. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's impressive. What shall I go for? Do I go for a rear-wheel drive Lexus or do I go traditional? I'm going to go Peugeot. Choose your weapon.
I've got to go for the Astra Coupe.
You could change the egg livery. You could be Matt Neal or...
No, I'm not being the egg livery.
Why?
I could end up as Paul O'Neill.
This is true. No one wants that.
I'll go for the Plato one.
Okay. I don't really... Oh my goodness.
Wait, square brake.
Do you have to brake? You already shunted me. What are you doing?
Wait,
you're off.
It's got so much understeer.
Just like a modern day touring car, really. Oh goodness. Wow. I didn't realise the grass was part of the racing line, but it seems to be working pretty well. Oh God, that's actually really slow. Yeah. I've gone straight on. I've gone straight on. I recommend braking before there.
Oh, here I go. I was fully locked up. Oh, I can see you now.
Yeah, great. I'm not sure how we're going to cope with trivia being thrown at us because I'm literally spending all of my energy trying to drive this touring car.
Well, that's a realistic version of the Knickerbrook chicane.
This is 2002, mate. The layout's probably changed. I reckon these circuits were laser scanned.
There's no trees down the left, but then it is 25 years ago.
Yeah, they were saplings back then, mate. Do you know what a sapling is?
It's a baby tree.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just checking. Do you know what it is? Because you smashed the rear wing off my car, I've got no rear aero balance now.
Well, that's helping with rotation, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah, but it's just over-rotating everywhere. I can't deal with it. You seem to have to hold the steering input for ages before it does anything.
I've actually just noticed you don't lose much time on the grass.
No, you don't. You can just literally send it.
Dan, you're gone. You've been in here practicing, haven't you?
I haven't. God is my witness, right? I've hit every barrier at that. Is there a look back button?
There's no point looking back, you won't be able to see me. I don't know how I ever used to actually play this.
No, I don't.
For God's sake.
Yeah, I know. Concentrate what you're
I've
doing.
literally got, the rear windscreen is...
shattered.
I've lost both doors, both sides.
I bet you have. I've just done the Matt Neal, Gordon Shenningston at Old Hall.
In 2011, you mean? When they were both going for the title?
I don't know, Mikey, you tell me. Look at that. Pissed it, mate. Completed it.
Well, it's only a warm-up, wasn't it? It wasn't actually a race.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a race. This was our practice run.
So now you've had your practice run, we're going to do some trivia while you do your next round. But to decide who gets to pick your circuit and your cars, you've got to basically buzz in for a question.
Where's that buzzer? Should we just do that?
It's a bit dramatic.
Do that.
So you perfected that. I think that's got to be you.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Right, so the first one is to choose which track you do. You ready?
Yeah.
Who was the youngest ever driver to join the BTCC?
Ada Moffat.
Congratulations. So Mikey, you get to choose the track. To choose the car, how old was he to the nearest?
16 and 6 days.
No, 16 is correct. How many
so
months?
it rolls over to me, does it? 16 and 9 months.
Incorrect.
16 years, 7 months.
No, one more. Go on, Mikey.
16 years, 11 months.
You were closest both times. It was 16 years, 10 months and 28 days.
There you go.
Fair enough.
So you get to choose the track and the cars for both of you.
So we're doing Brands GP, you're in the rear-wheel drive Lexus.
Okay, thanks.
And I'm in the MG.
All right. That's great.
Sound all right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Because I think the MG was a V6, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when
it should
first
sound
started.
good. I'm not sure they've actually recorded the...
No, but it did sound a little bit different, I remember it.
Did it?
Yeah,
All right,
it used to wind me up, because I was like, why does that one sound different to the others?
Because it's a V6.
Okay guys, so as we go through the race, I'll be hitting you with quick fire questions. Whoever gets the most right wins the trivia, and whoever's fastest on track will win the race.
Press start, dickhead. So we're going to go Brands GP.
Brands GP, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to go in the Lexus.
The Lexus, yeah.
Okay. I think this is a Tom Ferrier car, and you can select your own.
No, it was the Alpha, that was the Tom Ferrier car.
Was it? All right.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And Tim Harvey, wasn't it? Tim Harvey drove.
Yeah, Tim Harvey was in
Tim
the
Harvey
Alpha.
drove that, and then he drove the Halfords Peugeot in 2002.
Of course he did. 975 kilos. Imagine if our cars weighed 975
But what
kilos.
do they weigh now? Like 1100
As much.
or 1250?
You are.
The cars have all got fat, basically. A bit like the drivers.
I'm in peak physical condition. Hang on, we're going to pause this because we've got to continue this conversation. What do you mean all the drivers have got fat? Some are fat. You're quite porky, in a good way. You've got one of those, you from the shoulders up, you look, oh, that's a thin bloke, and then actually from the shoulders down, you go, no, he's got a bit of timber on him.
I was coming out the tunnel at Brands Hatch, and I just finished P6 in race 1, and
All right.
Bobby's dad was there, and he was like, oh, you put on a bit of timber, haven't you? I was like, yeah, thanks. Thanks, mate.
Anyway, should we do this race?
Come on in.
We've got some trivia too.
Why am I starting P2 again?
It's just the way it is, mate, unfortunately. Oh my goodness.
Bye, have a great day.
She's not ill. That was terrible. How's that happened?
Mikey, who was the inaugural champion in 1958?
That was Jack Sears.
It was.
Congratulations. Dan, which 3 drivers have the most BTCC titles?
Aston, Colin Turkington, Andy Rouse.
Congratulations. Who has the most wins here at Snetterton, Mikey?
Oh, that's a tough one. Jason Plato.
Correct.
I mean, it was a guess, but it's a good guess because he's won the most races.
Dan, which 3 rounds did Nigel Mansell race in 1998?
Your questions are tough.
Donington, Brands, and Snetterton.
Close, it was Silverstone.
Oh, same difference. All right.
Mikey, in what year were the NGTC
hold on.
Oh,
regulations?
Whoa. Dan, look in your mirrors.
I ain't got no mirrors, have I?
In what year were the NGTC regulations introduced?
Right, so
It's a bit weird this.
that's
'cause
not
after
a clear
season,
cut question.
It's not.
If we're talking about the chassis, we're talking about 2011. However, the turbo engine actually came out in 2010 with Andrew Jordan in the Pertec Vauxhall.
You went deep there with that question, but I'll give it to you.
So what was written on your bit of paper for the answer to that
I've
question?
got 2011.
Was you going to say 2010?
No, I was going to say 2011.
Yeah.
We'll give him that. That's fair. I'll give him that.
You went
That was
in
a
depth with that
Big
one.
deep dive. Didn't really need all that information, but we got it, so we know now.
Slightly easier one for you, Dan. Who is the youngest driver on the grid currently?
Max Hall.
Congratulations. Mikey, what was the BTCC called before it was called the BTCC?
It was called the British Saloon Car Championship.
Correct.
These questions are really easy for Mike, and you're actually giving me some tough
No, I
ones.
just know the answers.
All right.
He just knows the history of the championship.
He does.
Dedicated.
That's admirable.
Yeah. Dan, which driver has the most race starts in the championship?
Tom Chilton.
No,
No, I don't know them.
it's Matt Neal.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, no. Hang on. Whoa. I thought you meant on the current grid because I would have known it was Matt Neal. Hence, he was my boss for 2 years. But you know,
Follow up on that, Mikey. How many race starts did he make?
Who, Matt Neal?
it's over 700.
I'm going to have to work this one out. So he started,
Yeah, Alton Park.
if it was old, so then we're going to say 716 races.
Close, 719.
I tried to give you the clues there, mate. I can't. You know.
Well, race 2 at Alton Park. I mean, we all know that there's 16 races after that, and if that was his 700th race,
Well, maybe it was race
that's
one then.
false information. There still wouldn't have been. That would have been
It
770.
was definitely Alton Park, though, wasn't it?
Oh, the
Because it seemed the
calendar
calendar
might have
was
been
different.
different. Right. Okay.
Dan, which year did Jack Sears Trophy begin?
20. I want to say Lee Wood won it in 2013.
Correct.
A win for Dan Rowbottom, the third of his career. Rowbottom wins.
For someone that complains a lot about the championship, you love it really.
I do love
the
it.
answer to those questions, you knew some very intricate details about the championship.
I do love this championship. And can we just say, by the way, I won that race.
No one cares.
In the rear-wheel drive Lexus that's a bit wounded.
Dan, you won the race.
Yeah.
You're obviously better at the TOCA game, no offence, Mikey.
Well, I wouldn't
driver
say better. I probably did more mileage on it when I was a kid, because to be fair to Mikey, he was only 4 when this came out. I was 13, so I probably got more hours on that bad boy.
And I have been told in my little piece that it's 4 all on the trivia.
So basically, does it mean I win overall because I won the race? I think technically.
I don't think it does.
2 separate things.
Is it 2 separate things? Right, okay. So we're jointly good at questioning.
Oh no, we'll go to a tiebreaker for this.
Right, here we go.
So I'll give you 3 questions. Whoever wins out of the 3 is better at
Trivia.
the championship.
Well, that's fine.
You don't sound like it is, but
It's fine.
okay. For 4 consecutive years, the Jack Sears Trophy was won in a Honda Civic Type R. Which 4 drivers was it?
Dan Camish,
Yep.
Rory Butcher,
Yes.
Michael Crease,
Yes.
Dan Rowbottom.
Correct. It's 1 point to Dan. Okay, question number 2. What year did Gordon Shedden win his first championship and
You were first.
His first championship was won in 2012
It was.
with Team Dynamics.
according to my
Well,
thing?
Honda Racing UK then.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Hell.
Right, it's 1 all. So whoever wins this question is better at trivia.
I'm nervous now.
This is the most nervous I'm going to be all weekend.
Yeah, same.
Which driver on the current grid races under the number 132?
James Dorlin.
That was correct.
We both banged.
didn't.
Sorry.
We didn't bang together. I would never bang with you, I'm afraid, because you don't have enough swag.
Why would you even know that anyway?
Because that little took my number in Clio Cup, and I've had my number back for BTCC, and he's never having it again, so he's put a 1 in front of 3.
Why would you put in a personal question that favours Dan Rowbottom for the deciding
She didn't,
question?
to be honest. I think that went well.
It went better for you than it did for me. There's a lot of damage on my cars.
There was, but to be honest, I was surprised that you didn't whoop me in the trivia, because we all know you're a super nerd at touring car.
Yeah, well, clearly not as much as you. I mean,
After giving the boys a pre-weekend warm-up with the TOCA game, let's see how our drivers got on in the races.
What a win! Mikey Doble wins for the first time in the BTCC. A win for Dan Rowbottom, the 3rd of his career.
To see more crazy BTCC content, like and subscribe.